If you want to build a profitable Amazon KDP business in 2024 and beyond, then watch this video because you must understand this. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Sean, and I've built and sold a 7-figure publishing business, and now I'm building my new KDP account. So if you want no BS publishing advice from someone who's still actively publishing to this day, then make sure to subscribe. And if you want a free training on how to build a profitable Amazon KDP business in 2024, then check out the link below this video. All right, so there's a lot of changes happening in the Amazon KDP space lately, but there is one change that stands out more than the other. And that is AI taking over the publishing space. And it's not just Amazon KDP, and it's not just publishing. AI is taking over the entire world, right? The past couple years, AI has absolutely revolutionized a lot of things that we do. And it continues to evolve fast. And although AI is absolutely amazing to use, even in our own Amazon KDP business, to do things quicker and cheaper, but there are some things you must keep in mind too. So if you want to continue to build a profitable Amazon KDP business in 2024 and beyond, then you must understand what I'm about to tell you. So the first thing is creating content is easier than ever before. So thanks to AI technologies and new tools coming up, what used to take days can be done in minutes, right? A lot of times, researching an outline took hours and hours and hours, or perhaps days. Now it's literally seconds, right? Asking AI to write an outline for your book. What used to take hundreds of dollars is now free to do, right? So this is great news for beginners looking to get started. It's a lot easier to get started in the publishing space, Amazon KDP space right now than a couple years back. Which brings me to the next point is you can't be a content creator anymore. You have to be a marketer. So if everyone can create content, what's going to happen is the market is going to be saturated, right? So you can't really do something that everybody else can do as well and expect to make money. You get paid according to how rare your skill sets are, right? How rare your products are. So everyone can create content now, but not everyone knows how to sell it, right? So your goal should be to really master sales and marketing, because that is how you stand out amongst the crowds, right? So higher barrier of entry is a good thing. What I mean by that is AI and technological improvements has lowered the barrier of entry in starting Amazon KDP and all the other businesses, right? Everybody can start an online business. It's so simple now. And if you're just doing the bare minimum, like in Amazon KDP, if you're just doing the bare minimum of using AI to whip up a very crap book without adding your own input with a very cheap Canva cover, and you publish that and everybody else is doing it, then you're probably not going to make any sales. So what I mean by higher barrier of entry is publishing books that is a lot harder to create. Perhaps you can't make it with just by copy pasting from AI, with just using Canva covers, right? Perhaps investing in better covers, perhaps you're spending a lot more time going back and forth using the help of AI, but also adding a lot of your inputs. And this is something that, increases the barrier of entry, right? It's harder to do. And because of that, not a lot of people are willing to do this, right? So you're going to stand out because you're going to have a better quality product. So no matter what business you do, this trend will be the same. It's going to be the same everywhere you go. So it's not just Amazon KDP, right? So if you're thinking of, I'm just going to do the bare minimum and I'm going to make money, and if it's not working, I'm going to try another business. Well, that's going to be the same wherever you go. So whenever there's a flood of content, you will get stricter content guidelines, which is exactly what we're seeing right now in Amazon, right? So there's a lot of people pumping out new books, such as Chinese publishers. There was a recent article, I think, about these Chinese publishers pumping crap AI fiction books that literally does not make any sense. And they're doing something to rank those books, and they're making a lot of money, right? And there's a lot of other cases like this where people are pumping out crap books, not just AI books. This happened many, many years ago with low content books like journals and planners, right? So people used to spam low content books. Now the daily upload limit is 3 a day. Before it was unlimited. So if people flood, the marketplace with bad quality content, obviously Amazon have to crack down on it, and that's why the stricter content guidelines happen, right? So this is exactly why you don't want to do what everybody else is doing. Focus on higher quality and not quantity. And by the way, I'm not saying don't do journals, right? Those kind of books can still be very, very profitable. Like recently, the #1 bestseller was the Shuttlework Journal, literally making millions a month. But it wasn't a low quality journal that was put together using Canva or, just AI. It was something that the author put a lot of time and made it good quality. However, it's not something that's impossible to create if you're just getting started. If you learn some design skills, if you learn the basics of how to create these books, it's actually something that you can create as well, right? Obviously, it's going to take a bit more time to create, but if you know how to do it, then you can create these books easily. So the next thing you got to keep in mind is brand is everything, and it's going to continue to become more and more and more important as we move forward with business. So because everyone can create content, why would people buy from you over others? If you have the same product, or same type of product as everybody else, why would they choose you over others, right? And that's why brand is important, because you could literally have the same product as others, but just because you have better branding, people will choose your product over others, right? So you could simply have a product that is better than other people. That's one way of standing out, of course. And if you can do that, you should, right? But you could have the same product, but better branding, and you could also sell too, right? So it's essentially better marketing. So a perfect example of these is, when celebrities start selling something else, right? So, The Rock started a wine brand. I'm pretty sure it was wine, but he started a wine brand immediately. It became successful. Why? Because The Rock already has a brand. I'm pretty sure the wine is not better than all the other wines, right? It's just a normal or probably like a decently good wine, but because of his brand, it exploded. Kylie Jenner's makeup brand, same thing. I'm pretty sure the makeup is not like extremely, good compared to everything else, right? But it's because of the brand behind it that it just, she became super successful with it. So that is why building a brand is extremely important in this age of where everyone can create content. So how do you apply this to publishing? How do you apply this to Amazon KDP? Well, a brand is simply people recognizing you and people trusting you in the quality of service or quality of products, right? Or maybe they just like you, like the celebrity case example. But usually it's because, they know that you consistently produce high quality book, that they know that, oh, if I buy from this person, I can be confident that I'm going to get a good product or good service, right? So a brand is essentially just publishing one good book after another. And over time, you're going to build trust with your audience. So another thing you want to do is you want to focus on publishing the same kind of books, and serving one type of audience. You don't want to be all over the place, right? Or at least within the same pen name. So, a good example is Kite Fox Publishing. He just publishes, low, medium content type books. But because each book is so high quality, right, it gets really good reviews. Every time he publishes a book, or he or she, I don't know who the author is, but people know that, oh, if you buy a book from Kite Fox Publishing, most likely it's going to be good, right? So it's as simple as that. It's not about having similar type of designs for each of your book covers. Like, that's not what branding is, right? People think that's branding, but that's very surface level. Branding is really just providing high quality service consistently over time until people recognize that you do good work, right? And you provide good service. So the next one is, as an example, we got Alicia Ortega, right? She publishes children's books, and it's the same thing. I mean, in this case, she has somewhat of a surface level branding with similar book cover. The title is similar, like "This is my superpower," right? But it's not something that you have to do. You don't have to do this to be recognized as a brand, although it does help a little bit. Like when people see this book cover, maybe they recognize the book cover of the character from other books that they bought in the past, and they will recognize your brand and they will buy it from there. So it does help a little bit, but hopefully you get my point here. You can do the same thing with nonfiction as well. And the good thing is, these are just proof that you don't have to show your face to build a brand, right? A lot of people say, how do I build a brand without showing my face with Amazon KDP? Well, you don't have to, because Kite Fox Publishing is just a logo. Alicia Ortega, I'm 99% confident this is a AI generated face. It's not even a real person, right? This is a self-publisher behind this brand. And the same as Nick Trenton, it's an AI generated face, right? And this is just, focusing on, I guess, like how to improve your mindset or, overthinking, just like mental stuff, he publishes. So just consistently publish good books and you will build your brand. So the next thing is marketing is changing. Before it was all about Amazon ads or paid advertising. But the thing is, there's so many paid ads happening that people are starting to tune out paid ads, right? They're getting so used to advertising that immediately when they hear it, they tune out. So what people are shifting towards and what's working in marketing is word of mouth and social media, because people trust other people's opinions, right? And it doesn't seem like marketing, or it doesn't seem like advertising when other people talk about a product in perhaps their social media videos. So, that's why creating shareable content and riding the viral social media wave is super effective now. And people will only share the product if the book is high quality, right? If it's crap, obviously they're not going to share it. And that's why I keep going back to the concept of you got to have a high quality book, in order for you to do all this stuff, right? So does that mean Amazon ads is not effective anymore? No, it's still very, very effective, and paid ads is going to have a place always. But I think organic social media content is slowly starting to rise up. So let me give you some examples of how powerful social media can be. So there's this author who was doing a book signing in local Walmart or Target, and nobody was around there. He looked defeated. So this one TikToker came up, filmed a video of him like interacting with the author, right? And posted on TikTok. It went absolutely viral, got millions of views. And just from that, his book got 7,000 ratings. And I have this tool called BookBeam. So I can see the historical sales of this book. So it literally was around like in the millions of BSR, not making any sales. If you have 5 million BSR, you're not making any sales. And then once the TikTok video went viral, he became #1 BSR in the entire Amazon store, making $20,000-$30,000 a day. I don't know how much he makes, but even now he's still at a very solid BSR, making really good money, right? So it's crazy how powerful social media can be. This is another example of someone using TikTok. So this is the author of the Shadow Work Journal. The Shadow Work Journal is making millions of dollars a month, right? Which is crazy. And she has some videos here, but she posts daily, very simple videos. This one, 68 million views, is just simply ordering her book and going through a page, just reading it one text after another, right? It's not even going through the exercise. So, obviously not every single video will go viral, but the point is, it works. The point is it brings in a lot of sales, right? And you can definitely combine social media with Amazon ads, and it can do really well. So the next thing I want to talk about is focusing on skills, right? So trends comes and goes. I just showed you, the trend of TikTok and Instagram and social media marketing, right? But that is a trend. It's probably not going to last for years and years and years, right? And trends comes and goes. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's a new social media platform that comes up, right? But marketing principles are timeless, okay? So trends, once again, is like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook ads. It could even be Amazon ads. Maybe one day Amazon ads will not work. Those comes and goes. But the principles of how to sell and market your offer, how to sell your book, is always going to stay. So if you understand that, you can apply that in whatever the trend is and do really well, right? So that's the point, is you want to focus on skills. You really got to hone in on sales and marketing. So a lot of people don't like sales and they don't like marketing, because it has a negative connotation to it. But the thing is, we're always selling, we're always marketing, and the faster you can learn the skills, the faster you can be successful. The last thing I want to talk about is you got to build your audience, right? So, whether that's email list, email marketing, or building your audience on social media, it's something that you should be doing because long term it's extremely effective, right? I can make one video on YouTube like this and I can reach tens of thousands of people. You can't really do that if you don't have your own audience, right? So both email list and social media is good. Email marketing is good because it's very direct, right? You send an email, sell something or pitch something. With social media, there's a little more nuance to it. You can't pitch in every single post or people are just going to unfollow or go away. However, with social media, people can share it. So if you actually have good content, people can share it. It can go viral and you can bring in a bunch more audience to sell to, right? Eventually in the future. So you should do both, honestly. But it's not like one is better than the other. So just pick which one you like to build and go from there. So the conclusion is, it'll continue to get easier to create content. This is not a temporary trend, right? AI is going to continue to evolve and it's going to get easier and easier and easier for people to make books. Even if you're doing AI automation on YouTube or YouTube automation, right? AI is going to make it super easy. There are already tools out there where you can do one-click YouTube video creation, right? Literally from scripting, video, reading the video, right, or narrating the video, there's a one-click software that does that, right? So creating content is gonna be super easy. So marketing is how you stand out of the crowd, right? So you gotta learn sales and marketing, whether you like it or not. And guys, that's exactly what I teach in my publishing program, right? A lot of people can tell you how to upload a book on Amazon KDP, how to create a very basic book. But not a lot of people can tell you how to create a book that people actually want, and how to create a book that actually sells, right? And how to market it and how to actually sell it. Not a lot of people can tell you that, because not a lot of people have success selling books, right? So that's why no one really teaches how to market your book, but that's what makes you money. It's not the act of writing, it's the marketing that makes you money. And it's gonna be extremely important as we move forward. So if you guys want to check out the program, I'll leave a link in the description, but that's what we focus on, right? I've have sales and marketing experience even before publishing. I've been doing sales and marketing for years. And I applied that into Amazon KDP, became very successful with it. So, the course focuses on selling and marketing and making money, because that's what's important, right? We're doing this hopefully so we can build up our side hustle income to eventually full-time, to eventually quitting the job. Like, we're trying to make money with this, what I mean? If it's a passion project, maybe not, but a lot of people are doing this to build a business and potentially gain more freedom. So if you guys are interested in learning more about that, then I'll leave a link below this video. And just to show you some student results, we got this student right here, just published her first book yesterday, and within one day she made $40. We have this student who made $24,000 with 10 books in 1 month. And we have this student right here who made $93,000 with 27 books in a single month in December. So Amazon KDP is definitely not dead. It definitely works if you know what you're doing. And I think the strategies in the program definitely helps as well. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you guys like more of this sit down and talk casually type of video, let me know in the comments, because I enjoy making it and I would love to make more if the video does well, of course. If you did enjoy it, leave a like as well. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.